Hi, and welcome to FireTech Talk. I'm your host, Noah. Today we're sitting down for part 2 of our interview with Jordan on hood cleaning and the fire protection industry. Jordan, thank you so much for coming back.
Oh, anytime, Noah. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Well, let's get right into it. What PPE are your guys using in terms of respirators, gloves, face masks, like all that kind of stuff for interacting with those kind of chemicals?
Yeah, so when they're on the job, they do a JSA, job safety analysis. So, each task that they're assigned to do on that job will be different. I mean, sometimes they need to wear, eye protection. Sometimes they need to wear respirators. Sometimes, they need to make sure that they have a headlamp on because they're working at night on the roof. So, even sometimes you need harnesses depending on what type of roof they are, things along those lines. But pretty standard as far as the protection. Non-slip boots, that's always a big thing. These restaurants, I mean, their floors are really greasy, slick. So, I mean, that's one of the biggest things you see in this industry is slips and falls. So you want to make sure that you're protected with those boots and you do proper training on slip, falls, and hazards.
Yeah, and definitely. I mean, if you're going into a restaurant that already has potentially a slippery floor and then you're introducing water and chemicals and all kinds of different stuff. I mean, if that gets on the ground, that's just a recipe for disaster.
Totally, yeah. And I mean, they're coming into a new location every night. So every night, in a hood cleaner life, you're coming into a new job, new facility, new location, nothing's the same. So you always got to be on your toes, always got to be kind of waiting for the next thing to happen. So you kind of always got to be, making sure you're playing it safe on that safety analysis.
Yeah, definitely. Talk to me a little bit, are there also concerns for technicians on ladders? And what about shutting down things like electricity? Are you guys locking out? I mean, how does that sort of work?
Yeah, they are up and down a lot. I mean, they're up and down on the roof, they're up and down on equipment quite a bit. So ladder safety is very important to us. We do a yearly training on it, and then we actually do resend out, we have a risk manager program that actually sends out video trainings on it as well. So we do a yearly in person, and then we also do a semi-annual reminder as far as like a 30-minute online training. So it is something that we're constantly updating. We're constantly getting new ladders, we're constantly making sure the equipment is safe, sound, and that they're using it properly. Like I said, one of the biggest things in this industry is slips, falls, and those are our biggest hazards. So we have to be extra careful when we're using ladders. Lockout, takeout, we do that quite a bit on the fans, the kitchen equipment, everything there. So we are making sure that we're locking out and taking out that equipment and then getting it going again before we take off.
Nice. So Jordan, what are the biggest challenges that hood cleaner technicians face, and what are some of the solutions for those problems that they face out in the field?
A lot of the problems we're seeing is just communication. A lot of the technicians work at night. A lot of the jobs are scheduled and done during the day, so we see a lot of miscommunication between daytime schedule versus nighttime schedule. A lot of times we'll get there on the job and the company won't be ready for us, so we'll be waiting an hour or two. Making sure that you're prompt on the phones, calling ahead, staying organized is really big with this. Those are some of the big issues that I see there. Just being able to, think quickly and maneuver, because like I said, every job is different. So you're never set up on a hood cleaning for the same thing twice. Even McDonald's, I mean, there's always a little bit different. So that is one thing that, you come into it and you have to be on your feet and ready to rock and roll every night, because there's going to be a new problem for you every night. You got to be quick thinking and just, ready to rock and roll.
Nice. So kind of pivoting that question to yourself as a business owner, I mean, what are issues you face throughout the industry, and kind of how do you combat them?
Throughout the industry, some of the main things we're kind of facing right now is just employee shortage, getting training up to date. Those kind of things are something big kind of with the COVID and everyone being off work for a while. We saw the whole industry in itself needs more employees. This is something I've kind of been talking about for years, but it even got worse now with COVID. So that's a big thing. We're looking to get people in from the ground level and train them up, but that is expensive and it takes a lot of time. Thankfully, I've been very thankful for virtual trainings. I mean, they don't get as much hands-on, but at the same time, they're still picking up a lot of knowledge from people that have been in the industry for a long time. So the virtual training has been great for us. I've been scheduling them left and right, and it's been helping just educate our employees and bring them into a better position within the company. So we like starting from the ground up and moving them up that way, but that's one of the biggest things I've noticed is finding technicians that are educated. But we're doing a good job at it. I'm very happy with my team, and we've been building a great team from the ground up, educating and just self-educating. Honestly, that's a lot of it. So you got to be motivated to make it in this industry.
Definitely, that's awesome. What supplemental services can hood cleaners add to their offering?
So a lot of things that we've done to just kind of increase ROI is we've had steam cleaning, pressure washing. So steam cleaning, we'll grab a charbroiler or fryer, something along those lines. We'll add that to the hood cleaning service.
Sure.
To get those numbers up. We also do like pressure washing, so we'll do like the grease slicks out back on the back doors, or pressure washing out front. So there's just little things like that you can add. You can add disinfecting. That's another big thing that's been kind of on the mind, especially with COVID. So those are all good areas to increase your ROI on that.
Nice. How has hood cleaning changed during the pandemic, and what are you sort of seeing as businesses start to reopen?
What changed? I've seen a lot of mom and pops kind of slow down a lot. The fast food industry actually increased. So everyone, instead of buying one meal at Burger King or Taco John's, they started ordering 3 to 4 meals at Burger King, Taco John's. So we've been noticing that increase there at the drive-thrus and the fast foods, whereas, the sit-downs, they slowed down a little bit.
Sure.
Over the last, 2-3 months, we've been seeing them start to call back and say, hey, we're ready to rock and roll now. So we're ready for summer, and that's been really good. So it's been interesting, but we did see a lot of the commercial businesses really kind of stay baseline, and then kind of more of the smaller mom and pops kind of disappear a little bit, which was sad to see. But we are excited to have them start coming back, and PPP, and some of those other programs that are very beneficial to the industry. Those things we're noticing, and we're seeing some companies really take advantage of that and grow within the community. So it's been great to see.
That's awesome. Okay, so last question to finish up here. How has technology impacted your hood cleaning business? And going off of that, do you have any sort of predictions for the future?
Yeah, so technology's helped us out a lot. It's given us a lot more reach. We cover 7-8 states now, so technology has a big part in that. Helps us with our logistics, our scheduling, our organization with 4 different offices. So Google Docs, so many other technologies out there, and they're pretty inexpensive these days. If you look around, you can find things that really are beneficial to help you. So I think it's really extended our reach. It's allowed us to grow faster, quicker, stronger. We haven't needed as many internal staff members since everything is kind of streamlined on our CRM. Yeah, our CRM is working really well. So those kind of things help streamline a lot. And when you can get out of just the Google Docs and just Excel docs and actually be able to read your information, what you have in front of you, it just, it allows you to expand into whole new worlds that you didn't even know what were going on. So technology, I love technology. I think, it's going to just continue growing in this industry, and I think it's going to help us a lot, and I think it can even, solve some of this employee shortage, because I think it will, start making us able to do a lot more of these jobs with fewer employees and more, time management wise, things along those lines. So
definitely.
Very excited about technology in the industry.
Very cool. Jordan, thank you so much. I feel like I've learned a lot, and it's always great to have you on.
Anytime. Love to come back.
Absolutely. Thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe to the Brooks YouTube channel for more content just like this. We'll see you next time.